A really good organisational culture is one where it's actively discussed, actively worked on, and you have a very clear vision of what is the culture that you want to be successful. And I often, when I go into a business, get people from right across the business together and form a culture team and say, what is our culture today? What is the sort of culture that we need to be successful going forward? And then building a plan to go from A to B. Those sort of systems and processes all add to the sort of culture that you have in the business. And I'd argue that you really need to think about the messages that they all send to the business about what's important and what isn't. You know, what is the CEO talking about? What are they focusing on? Where are they spending their time? All adds to the culture of a business. Making sure you've got the right culture that allows people to take risks, that people feel they're not going to get whacked if they take a risk and it goes wrong. Now, there's a big difference between stuffing up and doing something without doing the right homework, the right analysis, the right market evaluation, and blindly going into something and it goes wrong. I mean, that's just incompetence, as opposed to taking a risk by doing your homework, doing customer surveys, doing market research, and going into something wide-eyed. I always made the conscious effort when everything's done right, but it didn't work with the customers, or in the SBS case with our audiences, take a moment to celebrate it in the business, even if it went wrong. I know that sounds weird, but several times in my career, I've celebrated failures because I wanted to celebrate the people who took the risk, who did everything right in terms of the research, but for various external factors, often factors unforeseen, things didn't necessarily work out. If you don't celebrate that, you're kind of saying to people from a culture perspective that failure can't be tolerated.